It's very exciting to hear free college, and the state of New York is moving forward with the Excelsior Scholarship Program, promising tuition-free degrees to middle-class families living in the state. This announcement comes at an interesting time given our changing economy and recent political events. So many eyes will be watching how New York State handles this initiative, wondering if free college can work in their state as well. Let's take a look at some of the details. The Excelsior Scholarship begins fall 2017. It allows New York State residents meeting the income requirements each year to attend public community colleges and four-year colleges without paying tuition. Eligible students come from families with income up to $100,000 beginning in 2017. The income limit increases to $110,000 in fall 2018 and $125,000 in 2019. The governor's office estimates about 940,000 families becoming eligible. An Excelsior Scholarship recipient can receive up to $5,500 from the Excelsior Scholarship minus any amounts received for the State Tuition Assistance Program, known as TAP, Pell, or other scholarships. The remainder of your tuition charge will be covered through a tuition credit paid through SUNY or CUNY. Award eligibility is built around degree program. So associate's degrees get 2 years, bachelor's degree get 4 years. Students in an undergraduate program of study, normally requiring 5 years, are eligible to receive the award for 5 years. Of course, there are restrictions and requirements. After graduation, work and residency must remain in the state of New York for the number of years equal to the number of years receiving the scholarship. So if a student completes college with a 4-year Excelsior scholarship, they must live and work in New York State for 4 years after graduation. If they do not, their scholarship turns into a student loan requiring repayment. Students must complete 30 credits per year to remain eligible. If they fall below the requirement, the scholarship will be canceled for the next academic year, or reinstated after consideration of a hardship appeal. So, is this the right fit? And is free college actually affordable for the state of New York and taxpayers? The promise of free college comes at a price not everyone is happy about. There are concerns about unintended consequences and shifting cost burdens, so let's take a dive with the critics. Don't we already have in-state tuition discounts for a reason? That's a big question from some folks. Now, for years, states have provided their residents college tuition discounts for their state college. The concept was simple. If you live in a state where you are paying taxes, your family should have access to affordable tuition at the local college. The priority is given to state residents since they are paying the tax dollars to support the institution. No matter what state you live in today, just take a look at how much your state college charges in-state versus out-of-state students. New York State already supports relatively low tuition. Is the Excelsior Scholarship just adding another unnecessary layer to pay for costs that were supposed to be kept affordably subsidized by state tax dollars in the first place? Good question. Second area of concern is the funding realistic? SUNY and CUNY already have low costs in state with 2 and 4 year tuition, roughly ranging between $4,350 and $6,470 a year. When I look up SUNY cost per credit on Google, the first example that pops up is Empire State College, with in-state tuition per term is $3,235 or $6,470 annually for fall spring. That sounds like a reasonable figure for in-state tuition, but we know the award amount covers just $5,500 for Excelsior. So let's do some back-of-the-envelope math. Now, the governor's office mentions 940,000 residents qualifying. 5,500 multiplied by 940,000 residents equals $5 billion $170 million. That sounds like a lot of money to shift around for free college each year. How much New York State budget money is being appropriated to fund this? The Cuomo administration estimates annual Excelsior costs at $163 million per year. You don't need to be a PhD in economics to figure these numbers can't pan out since it's overpromising while being an underfunded tax liability at this point. We need to carefully monitor the progress as to how this will be paid for. And finally, how does this plan deal with students and graduates that fail to meet obligations and escape from New York after graduation? Remember, students are supposed to remain in the state equal to the number of years they received the scholarship. How can the state of New York go about tracking these students for where they live and work? Is this expectation even reasonable? The economy has changed given the very nature of knowledge work, outsourcing, and technology. Being constricted to live and work in one state feels regressive given our technologically driven economy that goes beyond state borders. And if that's not enough, remember that failing to meet the obligations converts the scholarship into loans. How's that going to be managed? Will the loans be heavily punitive? Would the debt cause undue financial hardships? There's just too many loose ends here. So, what do you think? Does this program make college affordable, or is it lining up more problems the state must take responsibility for? I think we can all agree that free college is a noble goal and great conversation starter, but only the first step in addressing the greater issue of finding the right higher education fit for everyone's needs. Please leave your comments and remember to like, share, and subscribe for future videos. Thanks. By the way, you can look below to check out sources and other information regarding this podcast below. So if you want to do some research and learn more about this big issue about free tuition, I encourage you to check out some of these resources. So again, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.